Now, for the 500,000 refugees living in shelters or still out in the open, freezing temperatures are making a bad situation even worse.
The city of Rikuzen-Takata on the northeast coast of Japan was all but swept away by the tsunami. It was once home to 23,000 people. Authorities still don't know how many of them escaped harm, but the chances of finding survivors now are almost non-existent. Even so, rescue workers continue to pick their way through the ruins street by street.
Today, what we're doing is searching in this one block. So far this morning, we've found 5 bodies.
The scale of the destruction is huge, and it's difficult to imagine that Rikuzen-Takata could be rebuilt anytime soon. Those that have survived have lost everything. Many of them have found temporary shelter in this retirement home. With more than 800 people sleeping here every night, space is limited.
We're over capacity, and they sometimes ask us to go into the mountains at night. Even if you have money in your pockets, there's no use for it.
It may not be home, but at least it's warm. Outside, it's cold and wet, leaving many no other choice than to stay.
So with weather in northern Japan taking a turn for the worst, I asked our correspondent Chris Johnson how tsunami survivors were coping.
It's very, very cold. Another cold night, even colder tonight than it has been. We're talking -6 in Morioka, -3 in Fukushima, and a lot of these people are staying on the floor of a school gymnasium or they're sleeping in the tent. And a lot of these people ran away from their houses on a nice Friday afternoon, so they had no coats or blankets with them. And there is a shortage of that stuff up there. A lot of these people are saying they can't sleep at night because it's so cold.
Chris, now there's a massive army presence in the north of Japan right now. There are 100,000 troops in the areas worst affected by the earthquake and tsunami. What is their main focus?
They're really trying to get the lifeline up and running. That's what they call it in Japan. The soldiers are clearing away some of the rubble from these obliterated towns and cities, trying to move the wood and the other structures and create some roads so they can get vehicles in there and start getting more and more aid to people, because there's reports that